You're about to see two communities in one of the best locations that we have here in Savannah, which is South Savannah. If you don't know, that is the second area with the most transactions after Pooler, Georgia. Okay, so we're about to see two communities called Bradley Point. All right, let's check it out.
All right, here we are, Highway 17. On my left side is the Bradley Point community. This is the entrance. Now, on the left side, though, they do have a gas station. They have a liquor store in case you want to get drunk when your wife kicks you out of the house. And they do have also an insurance company. So I'm going to speed it up right now and then show you the first community, which is Villages of Vallambrosa. Okay. And by the way, they do have a fire station right here on the right side when you come into the community. So now this first community that you're about to see, just so you can have an idea, this one is 25 minutes away from downtown. It's 20 minutes to the airport. It's only 47 minutes if you wanted to go to the beach, right? Now, you're not going to find necessarily brand new construction homes, but they are built anywhere from 2006 to 2019, okay? Now, another interesting thing is this one is cheaper than the Bradley Point South community, which is the following community we're about to see for obvious reasons, okay? I'm about to explain that. But the price median on this one, as of right now, 2024, is $280,000, okay? The most expensive one in the last 12 months, it was sold for $320,000. Now, as you can see on the drone footage, the reason why it is cheaper is because this is more of a cluster of homes, okay? The lots are very small. They're very close to each other. You're about to see like that, right? Look at the driveways. I want you to pay attention to the driveways, okay? So when you park on the driveways, typically, you're basically parking right next to your neighbor. Like when I say right next, I mean like 3-4 feet away from your neighbor's wall, all right? So the lots on this community are 0.09 acres to 0.18 acres. So they don't even have a quarter of an acre land, okay? Now, yes, it looks nice. Yes, it looks clean. Yeah, it's in a good location, right? You are right between Richmond Hill. You're right between Savannah, right? And also you can get to Pooler in like 15 minutes if you wanted to. So it's not too bad, of course, but if you are the type of person who definitely more space, maybe you need more privacy, this is not the community for you. Now let's talk about flood zone. This one, it is not on a flood zone at all. They do have an HOA, which is $560 a year as of right now. Now, keep in mind though, the HOAs can change at any time. They always have meetings every 3 to 6 months or whatever. So 560 is just the latest HOA update, right? And it only includes basically common area maintenance and the playground. I was asked if these communities here are on septic tank or things like that. It is not. It's just public sewage and public water, public electricity. All right. Now, the school districts. Chatham County, I don't know if you knew this, but we're not known for having the best school districts, right? So if your top priority is school districts, you have to consider Bryan County, right, which is basically Richmond Hill, Ella Bell, things like that. Or you have to consider Effingham County, which is Rincon, Guyton, Springfield, things like that, all right? Now, the school districts to this one, if you have kids in elementary schools, they're going to have to go to Southwest Elementary, which is literally 3 minutes away, as well as Southwest Middle School. All right. Now, if you have kids in high school, you have to drive about 14 minutes towards Windsor Forest High School. All right. So that's pretty much it. Now, let's go to the next community, which is Bradley Point South. All right. This one is a little bit better in terms of the amount, the style of home, the size of the lots, how it feels, and etc. That on the right side, guys, is just apartments and rentals. On the right side of the screen, they have like a townhouse community as well. That is kind of like a gated community. So that's not the point of this video. This is just for single family homes that you can purchase. Okay, we're not talking about rentals. That is the entrance right here, as you can see. That's Bradley Point South. All right, so something interesting about this one, they do have new constructions here, right? Homes were built anywhere from 2004 all the way to right now, which is 2024. Okay, the price median on this one is a little bit higher because it is a little bit better, or pretty much on everything. Okay, so the price median here is about 325,000. What you're looking on the screen right now is the amenities, right? You have a tennis court, you have the pool, the clubhouse. There's some good looking playground in there. This is a very walkable community, so if you're interested in having somewhere where you can walk your dog, you can go for a jog or whatever you need, you can go here. There's always people walking around with their dogs or working out or something. All right, now the most expensive home here, the last 12 months, it sold for $445,000. Okay, like I said before, the price median is $325,000. This one has a little bit bigger lots. Okay, they're not huge, but they are at least 0.20 acres and 0.96 acres. Okay, so they go all the way to almost a quarter of an acre to almost 1 acre. All right, the HOA is $450, and it includes the clubhouse, the fitness facility, the playground, and of course the pool. Now, this community is not on a flood zone for the most part. Okay, for the most part. Now, there is an area right there on Donamore Drive. There's a road on one of this community, which is Donamore Drive, that actually is on flood zone AE, and you would require flood insurance, basically, if you were to live in that specific area. Everything else, in terms of the school districts and the distance from here to downtown, to the airport, to the beach, to wherever you want, it's basically the same. You just have to add another 5 minutes. So if you are like all the way at the end of the community, it will take you about 5 minutes to get to Highway 17, which is the main road. Okay, but yeah, as you can see on the screen, they have 2-story homes. They have 1-story homes. Some of them are brick. Some of them are just vinyl siding. All right, wide road. There's a sidewalk on both sides. Like I said, a very walkable community. And it is very peaceful here. And by the way, something else about this community that I do like is it is right between Richmond Hill and Savannah and Pooler. Okay, so if you don't want to be in the city, but you don't want to be also too far away, this is basically the last community that you see in Chatham County right before you get to Bryan County, which is in Richmond Hill. So that road that you saw at the beginning of the video is basically the road that connects South Savannah to Richmond Hill. Okay. By the way, guys, if you are from out of the state and you're not too familiar with these areas, you don't know how to compare Pooler with Savannah, Savannah with Richmond Hill, or vice versa, I got something for you. I created the Out of the State Buyer's Guide, which is something that I update every 45 days or so. I try to give it some updates with more fresh information and better data that will help you make decisions on where to live based on your situation. Okay, so if you want it, just send me a text message or call me or email me, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just reach out to me and I will send it to you. Okay, it's called the Out of the State Buyer's Guide. And no, it's not something that you can just download online on any website. Basically, that is something that I sat myself down for a few days and I created it myself. Okay, so that is very helpful for people who are from out of the state. So if that's you, text me, call me, email me, and we go from there. Now we're about to reach the new construction areas. You notice these homes look a little bit cheaper. They are just plastic siding or vinyl siding, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean. Okay, so new construction homes, and then right after this, there's another community that looks different from the rest. Okay, so Bradley Point has like 3 different styles of community. So pay close attention. You see, look at those homes. Those homes do not look like the ones you saw at the beginning when we entered Bradley Point. Okay, so these ones, in a sense, they look more modern inside, but then on the outside it's just vinyl siding, cookie cutter, like the people from out of the state typically say that they come here to Savannah trying to find fancy homes, and the only place in this area where we have unique homes is in the downtown historic district, or maybe the midtown area. Okay, you're not gonna find fancy homes literally anywhere in this county, or Bryan County, or Effingham County. You're not gonna find it. Stop looking for it. You're not gonna find it. Another thing, guys, I've been asked, where do I live and why? Well, right now I live near Mosswood Plantation, which is in, you can call it South Savannah area, Southwest Savannah. But I'm moving to Camden Crossing, which is a community on Little Neck Road in Bloomingdale. Okay, it's a brand new construction. The reason why is that we live right now on a small home, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're moving to a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. That is the only reason. We needed more space. I have a baby Selena. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing fancy about it. But if you want to know my favorite communities in the whole county, it's Savannah Quarters, number 1. You have Southbridge in the number 2, and then Forest Lakes, number 3.